Hello and welcome back to the Daily Refresh. Our scripture for today comes from John chapter 20 verse 29 and it reads, "Because you've seen me, have you believed? Blessed are they who did not see and yet believed." And another version here at the bottom says, "Then Jesus told him, because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." Now, this story may be familiar to some of you all, but it's about Thomas, and a lot of people called him Doubting Thomas because he wanted to see the hands and the pierced side of Jesus to confirm that it was indeed Jesus risen from the dead. And that's where Jesus is coming in here and saying, okay, because you have seen me, you've seen my scars, you've seen my nail print, now you believe. But blessed are those who hear about me and find out about me through reading or someone telling them about me, and they still believe without seeing me. Now, the YouVersion Bible verse devotional is about Thomas, and it reads, "Another thing in life that can break us is doubt, especially when we doubt God Himself. Perhaps the one person most closely associated with the word doubt would be the disciple Thomas. Many call him Doubting Thomas because of his encounter with Jesus and the other disciples following the resurrection. There are two distinct yet similar encounters that the scriptures record. Let's take a look. The first situation took place when Jesus appeared to the disciples without Thomas. The door is closed and they are assembled, and Jesus is suddenly in their midst. He says, 'Peace be with you,' and then shows them his hands and his side. He also tells them that he is sending them out into the world as the Father sent him. Jesus departs and they relate the story to Thomas after this incredible event. His response is what we remember. He tells them that he will not believe unless he sees the nail prints in his hands, puts his fingers in the nail holes, and his hand on Jesus' side where he was pierced with a spear on the cross. 8 days later, the same scenario down to the last detail occurs and Jesus appears again, this time with Thomas in the room. Jesus immediately invites Thomas to look and see his hands and to reach out and touch his hands and his side. He says to Thomas, "Do not be unbelieving, but believe." John's Gospel records Thomas's response. He did not reach out and touch Jesus. Instead, he immediately fell down at his feet and said, "My Lord and my God." Thomas immediately believes. Pastor Llewellyn Hughes says Thomas had a moment of doubt, but he came back from that place of weakness to become strong. His doubts were allayed in one glorious moment of illumination, and so can yours. It has been said, doubt your doubts and believe your beliefs. Thomas took his doubts about Jesus to Jesus, and he was made stronger at his broken place. His doubt about Jesus was turned into a deeper faith about Jesus. Thomas didn't stay a doubter. Instead, he took to heart the answer to his doubt and became a strong follower of Christ. What about you? So think about this when you are considering all of the things that you read in the Bible, all the situations that you read, and are you able to believe that this has happened even though you haven't seen it? Are you able to believe God has blessings stored up for you ready to be bestowed without seeing it, without having proof? Do you have the faith to know that God will stand on his promises? So let's not be like Thomas was initially, but let's believe as he did grow into that belief and left that doubt behind. Let's leave our doubt behind and believe fully in Jesus. Until tomorrow, God bless you.